In another time and place, Grandma would kiss my face. Wish I could go back there again. I climb up in
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for all the blessings He has given me and all the fast horses He has sent my way. Secondly, I'd like to thank my family and friends for the love and support all of these years with everything I've decided to do. Within this chapter, I'd like to thank Miss Watson for introducing me into this incredible organization through floral design and the State Convention Rodeo. Also, a huge thank you to this year's advisors who have allowed me to be a part of the officer team. Caroline, thank you for being a great president and basically letting me be your sidekick this year. You rock, and hey, we made it. Now to get a little bit more sappy. Mama, thank you for always being there for every great run and dealing with me after any bad ones, which never really happened, right? And I know that you enjoyed every long night in the arena watching me practice, each long haul, and the countless weekends spent at rodeos until the early hours of the next mornings. Thank you for walking me in, giving me pep talks, and feeding the horses for me some mornings just so I could get a few hours of extra sleep. Daddy, thank you for all the hard work you've done to allow me to fulfill my dreams. Who knew that those pony rides at the Houston Rodeo you never wanted to wait in line for would turn out like this? Thank you for helping me analyze each video to give me a competitive edge and spontaneously becoming an expert goat tying coach. Hauling around the state with you for rodeos has been so memorable, and I will definitely miss it. Just always remember, this ain't your first rodeo. Each of these individuals has influenced my life in ways I cannot even begin to explain. Overall, they have all taught me how to be confident in myself and overcome any obstacles I may face. So for all of you younger members, have the courage to do anything your heart desires and never give up. Cherish each moment and make as many memories as you can. You definitely won't regret it. I'm retiring my jacket to my little sister. Raina, as much as you're a brat, I love you more than you know. Have fun taking care of all the animals when I leave for A&M. You've been incredible to me by lending me your pony who wins everything, and now it's your turn, so go win a saddle. Be humble, work hard, and give all the glory to God. Good luck, kiddo.
Life can be filled full of sorrow. Time is something you can't borrow. So love like there's no tomorrow, because today could be the day. Like blue bonnets in the spring, we're only here for a little while.
What does life mean to you? To me, life's meaning is up to you. I've defined my own meaning with the FFA, school, and life itself. I've taken my life by the horns, I've taken on the responsibility as a leader and mentor, and I have learned to drive my own success. While success is fun, success is not easy. Success does not lie in results, but in efforts. Success is not always measured in how well you succeeded, but how well you help others to move forward. The work of a true leader is measured by how well the people around them flourish. With all that being said, there are several life lessons that have molded me into the person I am today. Lesson 1. Don't give lip to Travis Jones. While washing a pig, he was telling me to stop mouthing. I continued to sass him. He decided a little water to the mouth wouldn't hurt anything. Lesson 2. When Travis Jones tells you to quit swinging your stick like a bat, you quit swinging your stick. Lesson 3. When you see a Jones fit, run. Sorry I threw you under the bus, Dad, but these are just a few of the many reasons as to why I'm retiring my jacket to you. I want to thank you for all the wash rack talks and the actual blood, sweat, and tears it took to get here today. My meeting wouldn't be possible without you. Thank you, Mom, for tagging along, bringing the Whataburger, and being my #1 fan. Without all the late nights at the barn after practice and always being prepared when I wasn't, and making sure I stay up on top of my chores, I wouldn't be as prepared for the future. Thank you, Allie and Garrett, for constantly reminding me of how many times you had to work my animals because I was at a game. I also want to thank you for all the many barn memories that we've made. And just remember, Garrett, Copenhagen Long Cut, boys. To my handsome, hardworking pappy, thank you for driving over 1,000 miles several times a year just to make sure that you are always there to support us. And to my sweet Nana, I know that you are looking down on this moment today smiling. As I wish you could have been here throughout the years, I know you are proud. Lastly, I would like to thank my friends and family that I have met along this amazing journey. I hope that you and your families enjoy the years you have left in the program and continue to define your meaning. A meaningful life is what you define it to be. If you neglect to define meaning, you won't experience it. Decide what makes life worth living for you and plan your life around that.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the wind.
First, I'm going to thank God for getting me this far. His plans are always perfect, and I will always be grateful for the opportunities that I have been blessed with throughout the years. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Next, I would like to thank my mom and dad for encouraging me in everything that I do. Dad, thanks for the life lessons. They helped. Mom, thanks for being my voice of reason and always picking me back up when I fall. The one thing that I want you both to remember is this: no matter how old I get, I will always be your baby girl. Next, I would like to thank the supporters of the Splendora FFA program. Thank you for investing in my future, helping me to achieve my goals, and allowing me to follow my dreams. Your support means the world to me, and I will never forget the impact of your generosity. Now, I would like to thank some incredibly important people in my life. The SISD teachers and admin are some of the greatest people around. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for inspiring me as well as my career choice. It is because of your love, knowledge, persistence, kindness, and faith in my abilities that I have decided to follow in your footsteps and become an education major. Some people say that one teacher can change a life, but each one of you have changed mine. I have learned that in life you have some friends that are more like family. These are the friends that you'll keep forever. Coach Jones and Doc, thank you for letting me be your redheaded stepchild for the past 13 years. I love y'all. Pappy, it takes one incredible man to drive 999 miles to watch a stock show. Thanks for making me laugh, passing down the lucky hat, and always cheering loud for me. You rock. Caroline, Sammy, and Morgan. The memories that I have with you guys are some of my favorites. From stock shows to sports to the lunch group, I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for you guys. By the way, if you're crying, you look ugly, so stop it. College won't be the end of our friendship. I can't wait to see what our futures hold. Allie, hold down the fort till we get back. You make your older sisters proud. Keep killing it in the show ring, on the track, on the court, and on the softball field. Last, but definitely not least, I'm retiring my FFA jacket to my little brother Jake. Thank you for helping me see the positive side of everything in life and always keeping a smile on my face. Keep working hard and always be yourself. You deserve the world and everything good that life has to offer. Go get it. I'm so proud of you and everything that you've accomplished, and I couldn't have asked for a better person to grow up with. I love you, Jake.
Well, here it is, my senior year. Where has time gone? It seems like just yesterday that Mr. Lynch was in the same room griping at me and Riley for playing in the oatmeal and the centerpieces. I'm really going to miss being a part of this wonderful program. It has taught me many life lessons that I will always cherish. It has taught me respect, responsibility, and family values, just to mention a few. I was honored to be able to start out my show career showing pigs for Mr. Lynch. Thank you, Mr. Lynch, for introducing me to the program and getting me started. Then along came Mr. Taylor. He's the coolest teacher ever. Mr. Taylor always treated me like a friend more than a teacher, and I will always respect him for that. Thank you, Mr. Taylor, for teaching me my awesome welding skills, how to show and hunt pigs, and play those old country tunes on guitar. I will always remember the sound of your voice saying, "Get out of my shop." Then there's Mr. Lyra, my neighbor, my buddy, and my lamb and goat guy. Thank you for believing in me and never giving up on me and teaching me how to be a winner. Miss Watson, thank you for always being so patient with me and giving me a passing grade on my donut bag flower arrangement. Mr. John, I only got to spend 1 year with you, but I hear you're awesome in the classroom, and I know that you will make FFA weird for years to come. I have saved the best for last, my mom and dad. Mom, thank you for waking up at 6 o'clock every single morning and feeding the barn just so I could get an extra 30 minutes of sleep before school. You're a real trooper. Thank you for sticking by my side. Dad, I want to thank you for always giving me extra motivation in FFA. Every time before I would walk into the show ring, you would pull me to the side and we would say a prayer. You would always tell me, we win some and lose some, but it's all part of God's will. And I took that to heart. Mom and Dad, for all the times that I forgot to say thank you, for all the special little things that y'all do, for all the words that sometimes go unspoken, I need to say I love you guys. And for all the times I may have seemed ungrateful, I want to say nothing y'all have done has been forgotten, and day by day y'all just mean more to me. As I have enlisted in the Marine Corps and will be leaving for boot camp in a couple months, I will take with me the values, dedication, and responsibilities that I have learned through this great program and hope to give back to my country and community. To all the FFA underclassmen, good luck and bring home the buckles.
I would like to start off by saying, it is truly impossible to fit so many years of my life into 3 minutes, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Most people decide to join the FFA when they are in high school, but I joined in August of 1998, the day I was born. Throughout my almost 19 years of life, countless hours have been spent in the barn, in an ag shop, or on the road headed to the next show. When people use the term raised in a barn, they may be using me as a reference. At just 4 weeks old, I was headed to my first ever stock show in Dallas, Texas. As the years went on, not much changed. I was always willing to show a pig or lamb anytime I got the chance. But my all-time favorite memories were showing against my sister in all the jackpots and making it my goal to beat her so I could rub it in her face all the way back to Hickory Hill Court. I have been very blessed throughout the years in and out of the show ring. From winning my very first buckle at the age of 3 to being reserve grand champion at the National Western in Denver. It has always been my goal to win every showmanship because in my mind, it's not all about the banner. It's about proving that I worked hard with my animals and I deserve the win, no matter what someone else thought. I wouldn't have been able to accomplish so many great things without the help from a few special people, who will always hold a special place in my heart. Dad, even though you started counting down to the day I would show my very last animal when I was a freshman, I know you will miss driving the thousands of miles to find the great pigs, or our road trips to Denver when I would sleep 90% of the way. Thank you, Dad, for everything you did for me. Mom, aka Consuela. You have missed a few shows while I was growing up, but everyone knows exactly where you were. Always in the barn cleaning or walking animals, always complaining because we had to go to the stock shows and hang out with our friends and would never answer your phone call. Thank you for making sure I had a clean barn and clean clothes, because we all know I'm not home very much. Thank you for being my rock and my laundry doer. Corley, you have always been my biggest fan. No matter if I was first or last in the ring, you were always there to say, "Well, buddy, at least you showed good." I can never thank you enough for walking my pigs while I was out of town or when you had a break at work. But most importantly, thank you for fixing my hair. We all know that is last on my priority list, but first on yours. Mr. Lira, not everyone had the opportunity to get to know you like I have. I don't think Corley nor I can thank you enough for making sure we had a successful show career. I may not have placed everywhere you thought I should at every show, but I will cherish the many trips and memories we've made for the rest of my life. Jim, thank you for always being there to lend a hand when no one was around. Miss Watson and Mr. Taylor, thank you for always making the trips memorable and making sure I had everything I needed. Eric and Michaela, thank you for always being there when I needed a shoulder to cry on or a laugh to keep me going. Most importantly, thank you for being my cheerleaders and always pushing me to do my best. Ryder, Bristol, Caden Clay, Macy and Brooks, cherish every moment you get in the show ring. One day, you will be up here wishing you could go back to elementary school and start your show career over. All things eventually come to an end, and today ends my career of being a Splendora FFA member. At this time, I would like to retire my jackets to the two people who made sure I was always showing a good one. My dad and Mr. Lira.
Before she knows it, she's a brand new bride in her one-bedroom apartment, and her daddy stops by. He tells her it's a nice place. She says it'll do for now. Starts talking about babies and buying a house. Daddy shakes his head and says, baby, just slow down, 'cause you're gonna miss